I want to think about it.
I want to think about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, we know it's a smoke screen, right?
I want to marinate on all the
Yeah.
information.
Yeah.
I want to
Seriously.
sleep
I
on
want, I
it.
want
I
to
want to
soak it
pray
in
on it.
teriyaki and then let it marinate overnight, right? So I would say, look, Loida, I get it, right? It's a big decision. I understand there's a lot here at stake. Deduction approach is what this is called, guys. Would you agree with me that the decision, I would say the decision basically is predicated on three things. Number one, if you've decided to sell. Number two, price and terms that you're agreeing. And three, who you decide to represent you.
Yeah.
Would you agree that that basically encompasses the decision?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so when you do that, you just set the frame. I just set the sandbox again, like I told you guys in the other video, right? So now I just go down. This is one of the basic deduction approach objection handling, responses. So number one, are you 100% like we're selling, we're moving to North Carolina?
Yeah, absolutely. I have a
Cool.
job transfer.
Yeah, we have no choice. And then two, the price and terms that we discussed today and agreed upon, are you on board with that? And like, okay, yeah, this is the
Hmm.
price, these are the terms.
Yeah, I mean, ideally we wanted more for the house, but we do understand you know, what you're telling us about the market, the pricing, and maybe bidding wars and things like
Yeah.
that.
And of course, we have that hard date. You need to be in North Carolina in
Exactly.
60
Yeah, yeah.
days in your new home, not just
Yeah.
coming in your new home already settled in. So we're on a time crunch, right?
Yeah.
And lastly, number three, after meeting with me, discussing everything with me, all the chats that we've had, do you right now feel comfortable with me and confident that we can get this home sold together?
Well, you do seem confident, more confident than the other agents that I have talked to, but I don't know. It's just, Joe Schmo will do it for 4%, and I really want to make sure I get the most for my house and in my pocket once we leave.
Okay, many responses you can give to this. I would say, is that a risk you're willing to take?
Uh, I gotta think about it.
Gotta weigh my
I
options,
gotta
right?
think about
That
it.
would be one. If we were in really good rapport, I might say that, right? Another one, I would say, look, the commission is 6%, right?
Yeah.
How about the other 94%?
I mean, you got a point.
Let me explain more. I would say the guy who cut his commission, you think he's going to try to get you as much money as I am? Or do you think he's a little bit more likely to just do whatever it takes to get the deal?
Well, he's like a really nice man, Joe Schmo. He wants to help me get the most money in my pocket.
This sounds like a pathetic loser. I'm kidding. I would say so. Are you looking for a professional who's going to get the job done or just somebody who's nice?
No, I want someone that's gonna, fight for me.
There you go. Or I could say, based on what you know about me so far and this other agent, if it came down to negotiation, who would you want on your team, me or them?
Oh no, for sure. Plus you're taller and bigger, so
There you go. I can fight. Yeah, and I know how to fight, so we're good. Right? We can do more. Let's say she still says she wants to think about it. So there's many other things we can add to this. I would say, look, Loida, it's clear that because of the job transfer or again whatever it is,
yeah.
a decision has to be made, right? We just sometimes want to feel like we don't have the pressure. Here's an option we can do, right? And I allow this with all my clients because I think it's fair. We're here, we sign the paperwork. However, we add a clause giving you like a 24-hour time window to think about it, right? And
Okay.
in most cases, people are like, yeah, let's move forward. In the event that you're like, I had a nightmare, I don't want to do it, right? Something happens,
Yeah.
you have that option to cancel, but it'll give you that peace of mind knowing, hey, if something comes up, we can let it
Mhm.
go. How does that sound?
So you mean we would handle the paperwork today, but it's not really effective today?
It's pending that trial, 24 hours or whatever you
24
want to set. Typically,
hours.
I do 24 hours because with people, if they want to
Yeah.
consult with somebody, that's typically what they do, or they want to sleep on it, right?
Um,
But then we're ready because then we would have to meet again and take care of the paperwork, and it was inconvenience both of us.
I think that could work.
Cool. That's another one you guys can do.
What if they're like, you know what? No, I don't want to sign off on anything because I'm the type of person I'd rather
Okay.
read it.
Like you're asking me now and you're not going to sign for sure and you want me to tell them what they
Yes.
should do.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's say, and you guys, again, I always tell my clients, my students, everybody, the team, you're not going to bat 100%. You're not going to get them all, right? As much as I would like to sit here and say I've gotten every listing, I haven't, right? So say, look, okay, Loida, what I would like to do is this, fair, right? You're going to meet with people. When's the last person you're meeting with?
Tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Okay, so that day, the rest of the day after that meeting, what does it look like?
Um, I'm just gonna be home, probably looking over everyone's kind of like marketing plan and comparing apples to apples and hopefully make a decision.
Cool. So if that's the case, I would love to set up like another second meeting with you around maybe an hour after that meeting. That way I can be there to answer any final questions that you haven't facilitated the decision, at least from my end, to see if,
Mm.
what I bring to the table is what you
Yeah.
want. So, tomorrow at 4 p.m. Good?
Yeah, you can check back
Cool.
with me then.
So I'm gonna set an appointment to come back. You always want that as much as possible. And the person who
Yeah.
won't, you're not gonna get that listing.
Yeah.
The one who's really considering you or like
I'll
maybe
be like, okay.
will agree to it, right? They might cancel it later or push it back, but they'll agree to it. The person who's adamant about not setting an appointment with you, that's your indicator that they're not going to
Exactly.
sign with
Yeah,
you.
I was gonna say that.
And then if that happened, I would leave and just you can still follow up. I'm not saying that that would be an error, but
Consider it that you didn't get
they're
it.
pretty much indirectly telling you fuck off, right? Like we don't want to work with you.
Mhm.